See that?
Oh, the fat out one. Or you just buried it.
I planted two things, corns and beans. And you can see there's a lot more stuff than just corn and beans.
Yeah.
Some of it my wife snuck in there.
Oh, I snuck in only the Thai basil.
The Thai basil. So this is Thai basil.
Yeah, and there's one over there.
There's another one. And I think there's one over there in the corner.
Right. There's two, one over here and one here. I planted Thai basil in between the corn because basil is supposed to keep all the pests away.
Right.
But I'm impressed your gardening.
The beans are doing well.
Your first garden
First
project
garden
by
bed.
yourself. Yeah, by yourself without any input from me.
And this is Hungam, you said, right?
This is Hungam in Manipuri, but it's
Hungam.
mustard basically.
Mustard, giant mustard, right?
Yeah.
And so this, we didn't plant this, right? This came, so when we dug everything up and churned it, there were probably seeds from previous plantings,
Yeah.
previous seasons.
Yep.
So these just came out on their own. What is this, honey? Is that also Hungam?
Yeah, that's also Hungam. That's also
Hungam.
another
And this-
mustard. Those are zinnias.
Oh, so these are zinnias. So you planted those, or they came
So
by?
I
on their
used to
own?
have, we used to have zinnias and marigold in this bed.
Right.
So the seed must have fallen. And those are onions.
These are
or
onions.
chives. So you're gonna dig them.
I'm gonna dig them out. So these are what we transplanted earlier.
Yeah. You can
before-
dig them out with the roots so I can move them somewhere.
You want to save more?
Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of roots.
If you dig a little deeper, there will be roots.
There'll be roots?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you see the little onion bulbs?
Yeah, we'll probably use them in eggs or something. Dig
so
out everything with the roots, otherwise they'll keep coming back.
I'm gonna take all the onions out because we have another bed.
Where we transplant all the chives and onions.
We put all the
We'll show
chives
that
in
too.
there.
Yeah, so anything with roots we'll transplant. So look at the cluster of zinnias. That's from I used to have a lot of zinnia in this bed, and that's marigold. Leave the marigold.
This is marigold, right?
Yeah, they're good for pest control. They're pretty. We're just digging out the, and then I think you should spread out the zinnias.
I
Oh.
ripped them.
You rip them, so it's no good.
They're
It's
gonna grow back. I had to dig them deeper, right?
Otherwise, they're just going to keep coming back. Whatever you pull out, I'm going to use them in eggs later. Because this bed was full of chives.
Yeah, you can check the previous video. You can see. Actually, there's the root clump right
Yeah.
there. So we want to get that out, or they'll
Yeah.
just keep growing. Now we can plant this and they'll grow.
Yep.
Onions are like weeds, right?
We relocate them.
So this is also a zinnia?
No, that's
Or
marigold.
Marigold, right. These are the zinnias.
If you want to relocate the zinnias, maybe you can plant them in between the corn, or because it's a little crowded over there.
Yeah.
So let's do. You can just dig them out gently. Leave the marigold.
And what is this anything or
That's chili. Oh, that's pepper.
pepper?
Yeah.
So that's also
I don't know what kind of pepper it is, but
And
I think
then-
we should leave it. That's zinnias.
zinnia. And what about this?
This is
a weed.
weed. So let's pull it out.
Okay.
And this is poppies. We used to have poppies. In fact, we still have poppies in this bed. So the seeds are just scattered. You can dig it out and just throw them away if you don't want it.
Yeah, no.
I was thinking just plant it in the border there.
This one?
Yeah, leave it behind. I'll transplant
I'll
them.
put them over here.
Yeah. And
So
this
we have a
weed-
lot of stuff that just came up from previous beds that we'll probably leave it, except for these chives. We have
Yeah,
so
dig
many.
out the chive
We have
because-
too many. And these are zinnias?
Yeah, zinnias. So leave them.
We have a lot
Flower.
of zinnias. Hopefully there's enough room for I have like 16 pepper plants.
Oh yeah, you will have enough room. I was thinking.
And you want to take some of these out, right?
Yeah,
and
just dig the
transplant
whole
them?
thing out gently. This is chili.
We'll
We
leave
can-
that.
Yeah. Or we can relocate it here.
What about this one? Is that pepper?
Yeah, that's also chili. I don't know about the bell pepper. We'll find out. These are also probably from seeds that we. You want me to help you from this side?
Oh, I
yeah,
got
good,
it.
good.
I think
That's
I
good.
pulled your.
Pull the whole clump. That's fine. If you pull a marigold, what we'll do is we'll just take it out and plant them somewhere here. Just split them out. Yeah.
I'm trying to separate it from the onions. So there's one.
So it's better to hold them like this with some soil.
Yeah, unfortunately it's intermixed.
Just leave the clump. I'll do help you with that.
Okay. These are all onions.
Yeah. Zinnias are very healthy.
Okay, we'll leave this for now.
Yeah.
I'll
I
put
was
them over
thinking,
here.
why don't we plant the zinnia in this border? Now that we put some compost, I'm going to transplant the zinnias. It's going to bring all the butterfly. We had lots of butterfly last year. I want the backyard to be full of colors. So that's why we're planting all this.
So we have a video on how you can make your garden have some color and life to it. We'll leave a link in the description.
Let's plant this.
I'll put it here as a pretty. Now, is there going to
Yeah.
be enough sun or?
Yeah. Because the corn is going to get really tall. Just plant it there.
Ooh, I see a
Ooh,
nice worm.
So the soil is good.
That's a good sign right there.
Yeah. The soil is healthy.
See that?
Oh, the fat earthworm.
It's a good
That's
one.
why the corn are green and healthy.
This is
So
also why I'm going to put them back in the soil.
your first bed,
My first garden bed.
looking very healthy. And we don't know what is this. I don't know. I'm thinking of just leaving it to see what it is. It
What
came
about
out on
this?
one. Same
Pepper?
thing. These two.
So
I wonder if it's like watermelon or I was thinking leave it and I'll dig them out later.
what is this? It looks like it got trampled
that's
or
a-
something.
That's. Oh yeah. This is bok choy.
Bok choy.
We used to plant this in this. I used to plant it in this bed as well. But I think when I watered it, got knocked off.
Right.
So we'll pull it out.
So a lot of it just came out on its own, and some of them we're not sure, but we're just going to leave them. First, let's finish with this bed.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is, so you see over here how the soil, see how it's kind of hard
Yeah.
and dry? That's because the sun is hitting it directly. So we're going to put mulch, and we bought over there, you can kind of see,
Yeah.
we have some cedar bark and hemp. And we're going to just basically put a blanket on top here. And that's just going to help keep the weeds down, but it's also going to keep the soil protected so that all those earthworms, if they come to the surface, they don't get dried out by the sun. So it'll help all the microbes and whatnot. Okay, I'm just going to move these sprinklers out first. We just kind of put them there temporarily to make sure everything worked. And it does, but I think I need to add some.
Yeah.
But these sprinklers get clogged pretty easily.
Oh, watch out the corn on this side. Yeah.
So I don't want them being buried by all the mulch.
You're gonna put a cedar here?
Huh?
The cedar shaving?
I'll put a little bit of both. I don't know.
The hemp I was gonna put in between these plants because in this tall bed because there's so many plants here already. So moving the sprinkler out of the way, right?
Yeah. Wow. Our dog moved briefly.
He moved because he's like, okay, you guys are moving around me.
I'll start with the cedar. My knife is in the toolbox and I don't feel like getting it. I just want to see how, oh, it's pretty fine. So
Yeah, it smells good, right?
yeah, cedar's great.
Yeah, I think they also have pine at the pet supply, but pine is supposed to be acidic, so we opted for cedar and hemp. Hemp is more expensive, but
Well, the hemp is also 25 pounds.
oh, okay, that's why. This cedar bag were $20 each.
I just got to be careful because some of these plants are small. So this will help with the weeds,
Retain the moisture.
help retain moisture. We do live in California, so water is expensive.
Smells good already.
Yeah,
Smell like a
closet,
yeah.
right? Cedar is very common for closets because it
I like
keeps
the smell.
bugs away.
Smells good.
Oh yeah, cedar is a good bug repellent too, right?
Yeah, it's better than smelling like compost.
Now the good thing over here, we don't have anything, so I can just sort of dump it.
Can you pull out that bok choy? I think it broke from watering.
Where?
Or you just buried it.
Okay. I meant to do that.
Smells good.
It smells good, actually.
These are actually used for bedding for animals.
Yeah, we got it at the
We went to the
Feed.
supply. Yeah.
the animal feed supply store.
Don't forget to, there's a chili here, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Don't
leave
bury
him.
it.
Okay, that's probably good for that area. It's nice because I can kneel on it and not get all dirty.
This is what we're trying to figure out, what this is. I feel like it is some sort of eggplant or pepper. I think I will say keep it, we'll see what it is.
We'll keep it and see. And then this side, we'll spread it out. And then when I'm ready for the peppers, we'll just move it out of the way. Add our seedlings whenever they're ready. And the peppers are very slow, huh?
This is flower hollyhock. I didn't want him to remove it, so I said save that. I don't know, it's very interesting, but I know it's not a weed, so I said let's leave it to see what it is.
Well, that's the beauty of gardening, right? Just to see what you'll end up with sometimes.
Yeah.
It's good exercise too, right? All this kneeling, crouching. Okay, so just before I forget, we did turn the sprinklers back on. So I don't want to forget to put this back on the bed. We have one here, two in that corner, one here. I need one right here. So should I add it real quick?
Yeah.
Show people how to do it? Okay. So we need a sprinkler head here. And you can see this one, it comes with this little attachment here. This is to actually poke. So you see the sharp end there. This pokes into the pipe. And we have our drip hose. And I use wire cutters. And so I'm just gonna poke it right about here. And it could take some force. Give it a twist there, it's in.
It's already in?
That's it right there. And so this hose, actually I'm gonna turn this a little bit. This hose just fits right on top and you gotta push it down and get all the way down. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'll show you on this one when I plug the hose in. So we only need this much, but I'm gonna do extra. So I'm gonna do about probably almost double of what we need. It's easy to cut the hose shorter. So what I'm gonna do here, same as this side. Actually, you see how that's on an angle? We don't want that. We want it to be as straight as possible.
So the hose has to be straight.
Yeah, you want it to be cut straight so that you get a good seal. And just give this a good push and a twist. Now, if you look at that, you see how it bulges out a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want. That's what's gonna keep the water from leaking. And you want it right up against the sprinkler. And so I'm gonna put it, you know, maybe right here. The excess, I'll just leave. It's fine.
Because we can always move it around, right?
You can always move it around. You can always, now this way it gives me enough line to move it if I need to.
Yeah. Okay, so everything in this bed was planted a month ago. Look at the size of the peppers.
They're tiny still.
They're very tiny. The peppers take forever to sprout.
This is what I really want. But if you're new to gardening like I am, beans and corn is a good way to start because they grow quickly. They're pretty easy. And so even I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing, even though I don't, because they grow so easily. So yeah, if you're looking to start, first, if you really want to start with herbs. We have a whole video, check the description on how to get started with gardening. But beans and corn are definitely a good first crop.